How are things going for you, covering the team and the overall vibe of the Montreal Canadiens season?
It's been fun. I mean, it's been a really good start for us, for the team. I mean, we were surprised a little bit with the young guys we had and a few injuries, and it's really the first season without Carey Price being the center of attention, and we lost a few veterans and all that. So I think we've been impressed, especially by our young D-core, but now we're really seeing the team they were supposed to be. And I mean, we were expecting a tough season, and it is a tough season, but at least for the first time in a lot of years, we're seeing a bright future.
And what are some of the bright spots that you see? Because you mentioned, any part of a rebuild involves a little bit of losing. I guess maybe that would be part of the bright spots. Is a high draft pick coming?
Yeah, we've definitely mentioned Connor Bedard a few times here in town, but the focus is on this guy a lot. But there's so many good players coming in the next draft. So I think the Canadiens, with all the young guys they already have, it's a really important year when you're talking about the draft. And hopefully I don't want to say they keep losing, but they keep sticking to the plan, because still when the first time Gorton and Kent Hughes, they came in town, they were talking about respecting a plan of developing players and be patient, and I think that's what they're doing. And it's a really tough market to do that, to be honest, guys, because it's easy to critique the team and just saying we cannot afford to lose again. But this year I feel like Kent Hughes just did his half-season commentary this week, and they don't show anything. They don't show sign that they're going to change direction, and I respect that, because the reality is since '93, when we won the Cup, we never had a team that's an actual real contender to win the Stanley Cup.
And is there a sense that the Montreal Canadiens fans are on board? They're not used to this. In other markets they are, but to actually tell you that we're not contending, there are no Stanley Cups in the near future, and you're just going to have to be patient. Is there a feeling like this could go for 2 or 3 years before it kicks back in, or the sense is that the fans would like to see them maybe as early as next year play meaningful games? I don't know what that means. Maybe even knocking on the door of the playoffs.
Yeah, that's a good point. And I think starting next year, from the feeling I have anyway in the city, I think starting next year we need to see a big step in the right direction, whether it's signing a good free agent, a young free agent, hopefully to respect the plan we have. But we all know the fans here in Montreal, they're passionate. I think this year they understand, as long as the guys are working on the ice and they don't quit, I think they didn't like that little sequence where we were losing games 6-1, 5-0, and 7-2. But now, if the teams compete and Cole Caulfield scores a goal once in a while, I think everybody's happy in town, and that's all we need. But I think in September they're going to expect changes, and part of those changes are the veterans that are not playing really well right now for a few years in Montreal, and they want these guys out of the team, and they're going to have to trade them or get rid of them.